Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is the Calflos here, and today we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Arcane. So as usual, if you guys are going to enjoy it, consider liking this video as well as subscribing. I really do appreciate your support here, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of single player playthroughs or content just like this one. And with that being said, let's get this episode started. So here we are in the game. We are currently, I believe, in Baron's Rest here, and what we're doing here is that we're trying to go ahead and get ILLAOI'S level 3 ultimate quest done, which I believe is called the Idol. So yeah, we need to find something called the Idol of Nagakaboros. Now, if you're just joining us, I'm just going to give you a quick little recap. And you know, if you were with us in the previous episode, I think you know. I did mention that I'm not sure how are we going to go about this quest because it was very vague. There wasn't really any direct or clear-cut indicator of how to get the Idol of Nagakaboros. So taking that into consideration, as well as I would say a lackluster previous episode because we weren't sure what to do. We were basically just running around like a headless chicken with no aim. I decided to do some research. I think it was important. That way, you know, I won't be wasting your time, and definitely, you know, it won't be wasting mine as well. So, what I've essentially the homework I've done is that there's actually five quests here in five side quests, I should say, five side quests here in Baron's Rest. Three of which are important. One of it is semi-important. The other one is rather negligible. It could be, you know, potentially ignored. So. Taking all that into consideration, I think we're going to do the three important side quests first, and then we will leave the other two for later. Or actually, we might do the semi-important one, the one that's not so important. I think we might just leave it for an epilogue series that we do after the main storyline. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. And the three side quests that are important, I'm just going to mention right now, is going to be Ionia Bound, Deadly Currency, and one more should be... Why the hell is it not here? Just give me 1 second. Okay, right. It is here. The side quest in question is actually behind here in the second floor of Baron's Rest, where we have to meet a Damacian woman who apparently has something to tell us. So, yeah, that's the side quest. I have not met her yet, but rest assured, we will go ahead and take a look at that when we're done with today's episode, or potentially the next episode or something. I'm not sure how long this one is going to take. But regardless, let's focus on today's agenda. So, like I said, we're going to focus on getting ILLAOI'S level 3 ultimate done, and in order to do so, we actually have to do a very interesting quest here, which I believe involves, if I pull up the quest log again, I think it's going to be Deadly Currency, right? Yes, it is going to be Deadly Currency. So, we have to speak to a grieving woman who wants us to inspect the symbol on the door in the back room of Baron's Rest. We've already spoken to her, and pretty much we have to go ahead and check out the back door. So let's go ahead and head towards it. I think it should be just outside this corridor here and just down here. Yeah, it should be here. There's the guy that we need to speak to, I believe. Just to double check. Yes, it is the guy. Okay, let's speak to him and see what he wants. A burly, surly man stands in front of the door at the end of the hall. Yeah, what do you want? We can ask him what's behind the door, or we can inspect the door ourselves. Let's ask him first. None of your damn business is what? Why don't you turn around and forget you ever came here? Okay, we are gonna inspect the door since he doesn't want to cooperate. You see a crude picture of an octopus holding a sword behind its head. The doorman notices you looking intently at the door. You've got a couple of seconds to leave before I cave your head in. Not really friendly, are you? Okay, I think we'll just leave him be. Let's grab the two urns here, get the loot, and then we're gonna head out because if I'm not mistaken, there was an indicator that wants us to meet the grieving lady, you know, outside, you know, just outside this corridor here. I'm gonna show you who's the person in question. It should be this woman over here. So yeah, let's go ahead and speak to her. Did you find anything? We can say no, or we can say we found a symbol that resembles an octopus with a sword. Okay, since we know what the symbol looks like, we're just gonna tell her yes. Her eyes widen. It is? Did it look like this? She holds up the coin that was under her palm. It's a smaller version of the same exact symbol on the door. There's only one option here. Let's go with this. Yeah, like that. She exhales. Well, that solves that then. What's that picture mean? Where did you get that coin? What will you do now? Let's ask her a couple of questions first. Let's start with this one. I don't know. I've asked around about it and eventually just led me here. If it matches the door, I don't really even want to know what that means. Okay. Where did you get that coin? It belonged to my brother. We found him face down in the water near here. At least we found him before the currents did, she says. I searched this place and found it. Can't remember seeing it with him before. It wasn't the symbol of any captain I've seen. Okay. What will you do now? There's nothing for me here. He was the only kin I had. I'm getting out. Maybe I can hitch a ride to Zon, she says. Here, she shoves the coin into your hand. I can't stand the look at this anymore. It just reminds me of when I found him. Alright, so we got something here called the arena coin. Now this is important because this gives us access to that area over there that, you know, we just pointed out. I'm just going to show you later on, but before we do that, this is another key part in getting Illaoi's level 3 ultimate. So yeah, this episode is also a bit of a tutorial on how you guys are playing. If you guys are playing along at home, of course, and you're struggling with how to get Illaoi's level 3 ultimate done, I'm just going to show you here. So what we need to do is we actually need to make sure, I think this is the only ultimate mission that requires us to have Illaoi in the team. It is mandatory to have the what is it, the champion whose ultimate that we're trying to unlock in the team. So in this case, it's going to be Illaoi for this mission only. The other missions, you can bring whoever the hell you want, it's not going to matter. Only for this mission, you must have Illaoi in your team. So let's go ahead and speak to this guy over here, which I believe will allow us to choose party members. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring on Illaoi. So I think we're just going to take out one member for now. Let's take out Pike, no parent preference, just because I just want Illaoi in the team, and I just feel like taking out Pike. So let's go ahead and rock with this. Okay, so we have Illaoi in the team right now, I believe. It's not mandatory to have her lead, to my understanding, but just because this is her mission, I'm just gonna put her as the lead party member, of course. Again, not mandatory, but you know, it's just a matter of personal preference. Okay, let's go ahead and head towards the crucible area. Just one more quick little recap. I know I mentioned this, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but for those of you playing at home, it is mandatory you bring Illaoi for this particular, for this particular ultimate mission. For the other ultimate missions that involve the other champions, you do not need to bring the respective champion. Only for Illaoi's, you must bring Illaoi. That's a quick little recap for you. Okay, let's go ahead and speak to this guard here and see what he says. Burly Shirley man. Okay, the same dialogue. Let's just show him the coin. This? Where'd you get this? I never seen you here before. You just found this off some dead man, huh? Just who the hell are you? Declare yourself. Okay, Illaoi will say, if you don't get out of my way, I will be your reckoning. We can go with the neutral option, which is, I've got the coin that matches the door, just let me in already. This sounds like something Misfortune Yasuo would say, to be honest. Okay, Brom will say, sorry friend, I was just curious, I'll be getting out of your way now. This last option doesn't sound great. This middle option isn't that nice as well. I think we're just gonna go with the forceful option. Well, not forceful. The I would say the authoritarian option here. So we're gonna go with Illaoi's dialogue. The doorman looks at you intensely for a moment and then smiles widely. Now there's a soul I can respect. You'll need that gruff if you're gonna survive back there. He waves it toward the door. Okay, let's leave. Alright, so whatever dialogue option you select, this shouldn't matter because all should eventually allow you to head to the back door. It's just that I like, going with the, well, I don't want to say comical, but I would like to say go with the one that has some degree of character in them. So yeah, I just like those dialogue options. Okay, let's go ahead and just head towards the back door and see what's behind here in the crucible. Alright. So we have a couple of interactable people here. Let's start with this guy and see what he wants. When's the next fight? Let's get on with it. Okay, seeing that waitress around, my drink needs refilling. Good luck with that, buddy. I think that waitress is in the kitchen somewhere, dealing with the unscrupulous diner that we encountered in the last episode. Okay, let's check in with this guy. Aye, so I bet against me brother one time. What of it? Okay, we'll just leave him be then. Okay, so this is where things get interesting. So, for those of you who are trying to get Illaoi's level 3 ultimate unlock, why do I say we need Illaoi? That is because when we speak to this guy over here, which is the, I think like some sort of the guard, I would say, for this area down here, which, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, this is a battle arena. So, essentially, we get to fight creatures of increasing level. If you guys don't bring Illaoi, it's just gonna immediately jump you into a generic battle where you have to keep grinding for enemies and stuff. So this is where you might you might be a bit mistaken, because if you bring Illaoi here, and if you don't bring Illaoi here and you just keep fighting those battles, you're gonna reach the final level and essentially you're not gonna get the reward for Illaoi. So why we need to bring Illaoi is because we need to have this guy give us the option to have Illaoi specific battle triggered. So I'm just gonna show you what I mean. I think it's better that way. So let's go ahead and just speak to the guy. Never seen you here before? Well, welcome to our humble establishment. He motions towards the room behind him. I tell you to make yourself at home, but I will probably get you killed. This place is an arena. It's how we entertain ourselves when our ships are in port, he says, and gives you a wide grin. Every now and then someone will haul something in they really should throw back into the sea, but they don't. They bring it here. A sailor goes in and stands toe to toe with whatever the catch was. Only one comes out, either the sailor or the sea monster. Very gladiatorial, something like the Roman gladiatorial arena. Normally, I wouldn't just let anyone enter, but you look like you can handle yourselves. Mostly, he says. Interested in testing your metal? Okay, so this is where what I said earlier comes into play. So if you guys don't bring Illaoi along, this special Illaoi option where we get to ask him anything special today won't appear, and essentially you'll just have the generic fights with him. If you ask him what's today's catch, and you know what, I'm just gonna ask him for you guys, and then we're not gonna fight the generic catch. We're just gonna do Illaoi's battle because this is Illaoi's level 3 ultimate episode. So let's just ask him what's today's catch first. This one's a real beauty, a giant, a vicious sea turtle that snapped the dinghy in half in one bite. Gorgeous creature. My advice, send in someone that can hit it real hard in a single blow. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. That is the generic battle that, if we don't bring Illaoi along, we can only fight this generic creature. So, since we have Illaoi in the team, which is, again, like I said, a mandatory bring if you want to get the level 3 ultimate unlock, we're going to go ahead and go with Illaoi's dialogue option. Don't worry, we will take a look at the other battles, but I think we'll do that as some sort of, maybe, in the epilogue series that I said earlier after the main storyline, because to my understanding, the generic battles are not important unless you just want some higher value gear. But if I'm not mistaken, it scales to your level as well. So level 1 should be a very low level enemy, level 2, level 3, level 4, so on. I think this is the generic battle will start off with a very low level enemy because this is the first time I'm in the crucible. So yeah, we're just gonna leave all that for an epilogue series potentially at the end of the storyline. But for now, in this episode, we're gonna go ahead and speak to the guy about Illaoi's special battle. So let's ask her. Let's ask him with Illaoi anything special today. We've got a special catch today. A real handful of an angler that won't stay dead, at least not for long. No butcher's blade is sharp enough, he laughs, half terrified. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Illaoi, I guess. It's enough to spook some of the boys around here. They're saying it's an avatar of the bearded lady or some such. He spits hogwash if you ask me, but for their sake, would you mind doing the honors, priestess? Okay, so let's enter the arena with Illaoi.
We never stop.
Okay, so looks like here we are. So we are taking on something called an infused angler, and as you can see, we are severely over level 27 to 16. That's about a 9 level difference there. So I think this was supposed to be done relatively early on, like the other ultimate quest. However, we're just gonna deal with it. So in case you guys are relatively on the same, you're watching this playthrough and you are rather on the same level with the enemy and you're not quite sure what to expect, don't worry, I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly read through what the infused angler does so that you guys could plan accordingly. So it will have a Chomp ability which deals moderate damage, a Devour which deals heavy damage and steals 1 buff from you. It's also gonna have Infused Flash which applies to random debuffs from Poison, Bleed, Sunder, Ignite, Chill or Magic Sunder and stuns a champion. Reflected if the target defends. Okay, and it also has a Weak Spirit buff which heals 91 each turn unless affected by Tester Spirit. Alright. So taking all that into consideration, I am actually not gonna go ahead and conserve mana here because obviously we are over leveled. So if we won't get the XP bonus, that means it's rather pointless to conserve mana. Okay, we are just gonna go ahead and do a test the spirit here. It's do we need to do a test of spirit? Yeah, let's do a test of spirit because we don't want it to heal each time we do damage.
Let me show you how to do it.
Well, actually no. Let's straight up try to kill him, because I think we have more than enough damage. I'm gonna try a harsh lesson here and see if we could get the, we could maybe get some good criticals and kill him right off the get-go.
The goddess left with us. We're born knowing what to do. We must only act.
Alright. Okay, so again, I was heavily over level here, which was why I managed to one-shot the guy. But if you guys are taking him on at a rather similar level, it could be a bit more difficult for you. So just be careful, that's the point. Okay, we have something here called a Force of Nature, level 18. I don't think it would have been very good on Illaoi regardless, so no point checking it out. Let's just go ahead and proceed. Looks like you're getting an extra reward today. Seems they found this half-digested idol in the creature's belly. Congratulations, you can keep that in addition to your prize. This must be the idol Kalia spoke of. I can feel the presence of Nagakaboros within it. I must return it to the wishing well. You're welcome. Odd thing to get worked up over. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is that, what we're gonna do now, I should say, is since we have a lot of time, I'm gonna show you how to complete off this mission. So we need to head to the wishing well, which I believe is in the Buru Grotto. So if I go to the region map, the Buru Grotto is towards towards here, and this is quite far away. So what I'm gonna do is, just to save everyone some time, I'm just gonna head back to the Slums Market. I'm gonna take Bridgewater's gondola and fast travel to the Docks Harbor, and I'm gonna meet you guys right in front of the Buru Grotto. Okay, here we are, just in front of Buru Grotto as I promised. So let's go ahead and just head in and see what happens. Okay, we're inside Buru Grotto. What we need to do now is we need to head towards the Well of the Mother Serpent, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be on the Illaoi. A moment for your time, please. No, sorry, we don't have time for you right now. We need to get Illaoi's level 3 ultimate done. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check with him later. But for now, we need to go to the Well of the Mother Serpent, which I believe is just up ahead. I'm sorry, but the Well of the Mother Serpent is closed to visitors for the moment, huh? This is weird. This is really, really weird. Why the hell can we get up there? I don't know. Let's speak to him first and see what he wants. This is weird. We should be able to head up there. A Buru priest stops the approach. Truth bearer, you honor us by visiting the Well of the Mother Serpent. I advise caution in visiting, as we have some unwelcome guests currently taking up residence there. At least for the time being, he says. His voice is calming and gentle, but seems to be hiding concern. Okay, let's ask him what is the Well of the Mother Serpent first. I know this doesn't make sense because Illaoi in theory should know, but let's just pretend she's asking for Yasuo, who's in the team, okay? Yasuo's from Ionia, maybe he does not know. A place of great power that has become a shrine to Nagakaboros, he says. He offers a weak smile. It is a place where captains come to make offerings to avoid ill fortune at sea before they depart, such is the custom here. Okay, do you believe in those superstitions? They are not superstitions to some, but Nagakaboros is very much real. Now, whether she listens and accepts those offerings, that is another matter. Can they make offerings elsewhere? Of course, the site has become something of a local legend. That's why they like coming here, he says. He looks out over the water and seems to almost be addressing something out there. But there are many ways and places to pay respect to her. This is just one of them. Okay, let's ask him about the unwelcome guest situation. Oh. Well, you see his eyes avert to the ground. It is nothing really. It is something that will resolve itself in time, as with all matters. He looks up and gives a convincing smile. Please do not trouble yourself with it. Priest, as truth bearer, I seek to help my people in any way, says Illaoi. Okay, we'll go with that. Illaoi, I knew you would say that, but I was hoping you wouldn't. I'm so sorry that this happened. This is our fault, that's why, he says. Finally, he exhales and relaxes. Whatever you want to call them, road agents, bandit thugs, they've started harassing visitors to their well. They demand payment just to get to the place of offering. I will settle this matter for you, priest. Okay? Thank you. I do not know much more than that. Look for their leader, he says. This well is supposed to be a place of hope and worship for Pelangi and Buru alike. It deeply saddens me to see conflict within it. He nods, completing his thought. Okay, resolve matters at the well. Okay, that's what we're about to do anyway, because we need to head up there and deal with Illaoi's level 3 ultimate. So, we should be on the lookout for a place called the Wishing Well. There we go, this is where we need to be. And, yeah, this is the Well of the Mother Serpent. Okay, let's see what we need to do here first before we do anything. This looks like a fairly big area. Overlook of offering. This is where I believe we need to go from what I understand. But first, let's go ahead and just grab this. What is it? What's the word here? The urns, right? We need to grab the urns. And looks like we have some sort of overlook here we can potentially just bypass. Let's leave that for later and let's move on. More urns over here, so we're gonna go ahead and grab them real quick. 2 more here. Alright, and let's move on. Okay, I see a couple more urns and truth bearer, a word please. I think we're just gonna leave him for now because I don't want to, engage in conversation if I don't have to. I just want to go ahead and grab the Illaoi's level 3 ultimate. So let's grab this manuscript here first real quick and head up the elevator. Alright, more manuscripts and more urns. Let's quickly grab them real quick if we can, of course. There we go. We have a sign up ahead as well. The sign reads, Well of the Mother Serpent, make your offering at the bow of the grace for safe passage. Grant mercy for our sins, Mother Serpent. The sign's grey ink is faded from time and erosion. Alright. Grab those urns as well as this one. And a pair of bandits appear on the path of the bridge and stand in the way. Welcome to the Great Wishing Well. Have you come to make an offering to the Mother Serpent? For a small fee, we can make your visit here a pleasant one. Are you the people I hear are causing trouble? Attempt to move past them without answering my business is none of your concern. Let's go for the badass one, which I believe, the badass option is to attempt to move past them without answering. They quickly block your path in an aggressive manner. Whoa, where are you going so quickly? It's dangerous up here. Tell us what your business is and we'll see if we can help. Okay, looks like we have to choose a dialogue option here. Let's go with the my business is none of your concern. See, that's where you're mistaken. You're walking by here without paying us tribute. See, that's our business. Illaoi laughs. Please, try to take my money. Okay, so we're gonna go with that, and I think we are gonna have a fight on our hands here. Okay, have it your way then, the bandit says, grinning.
Come on, man.
Okay, I know we are severely overleveled here, 17 levels ahead of him, but it wouldn't make sense just to flee the battle, having confronted them, having that confrontation with them earlier. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna quickly finish them off. So let's do an instant tentacle smash and kill this guy.
This makes me smile.
Okay. We'll have Misfortune just kill him real quick after this one, of course. I'm not gonna waste too much time with him. Like I said, it would make sense to flee, but it also would not make sense to, confront them, character-wise, to confront them and not, kill them. So I think this makes more sense, just to finish off the battle.
Never without purpose.
Alright. Let's quickly speed through this, not too important. We get 0 XP here, so not that important. Alright, and they're gone, so that means we can finally head up into the area that we need to go to, which is of course the Overlook of Offerings. So, I will tell you what we need to do there, which I believe is actually rather simple as well, and it isn't, really that big of a deal. So let's just quickly go ahead and loot the urns over here in this what do you call this? This stopover point, I would say. So let's just go ahead and head up since we're done there, and see what's up top. Okay, as you can see, this looks like some sort of ship, and this is where we need to go. Precisely what we need to do is we need to head towards this side over here, the what do you call this? The bow of the ship, I believe. The front of the ship is called the bow. Hopefully I got that right. I know a couple of naval lingo here, but I'm not the best with it, so I'm just gonna go with bow. Hopefully I'm correct. Okay, so we need to head to the bow of the ship, and I'll talk you through what we do from there. Let's just head into the vessel, of course. And we have a couple of enemies here, but we are of course over leveled, so we don't need to fight them. So we can just bypass them. That door requires a key, so we cannot head through there. Let's just quickly move up to, I think, the second level, which is where we need to go. This area should be locked off. Yep, this area is locked off, and let's just head up, because that is where we need to go, the second level. All right. Is there a way out here? I don't think so. There's a cannon there, but I don't think that's where we need to go. We have an urn and we have someone running around. We have the guy running around. Let's avoid him, because even if we accidentally run into them, we trigger a battle, which is not what I want. I just want to go ahead and get ILLAOI'S level 3 ultimate done for you guys, which I think is important. Okay. We have another enemy up ahead, but we're not going to deal with them. Let's grab the loot here first, and then move up to the bow of the ship, where we will go ahead and get ILLAOI'S level 3 ultimate unlocked. We have a conversation here as well. I think we're just going to go ahead and trigger it while we can before we do the ILLAOI'S ultimate quest.
Do you often pray, ILLAOI?
All life is prayer. To work under the light of the sun and the waves of the Mother Serpent. Motion everywhere.
What about fighting?
Especially fighting.
I don't think that tenet should be applied in real life practically, but yeah, I think it works in the fantasy setting. It's okay. We're gonna go ahead and see what we do here. Let's grab this urn as well and check this thing out. I'm not sure what the hell is this. Oh, okay, this brings us to another area. Okay, so not that important. Let's head back up first. Alright, what we need to do is we need to head up to this side over here. And we need to head towards this area where we interact with this, what do you call this? This plank over here. And this is what we do. This is where the magic happens. The bow of this maroon ship serves as a place of pilgrimage for those who wish to offer tidings to the, ever-present Serpent Mother. Okay, we can have Illaoi offer a tiding. Amber Encased Snake, Mysterious Idol, and Ulani's Tidal Lord. So we're gonna give her the Mysterious Idol. Okay, we return Nagakaboros' lost idol to her wishing well. As the idol disappears into the spray of the falls, Illaoi feels the power and blessing of Nagakaboros surge within her. And there we go, we unlock Illaoi's level 3 ultimate, which is called Avatar. So I'm not sure what this does, we are yet to check it out, but this is something very cool to have. Of course, let's just quickly accept it. Okay, so and that pretty much wraps up how we unlock Illaoi's level 3 ultimate. So it's a fairly lengthy one compared to the other ultimate quests. They were rather straightforward. This one requires a lot of moving around between Baron's Rest as well as the Well of the Mother Serpent. So if I'm not mistaken, there is stuff to do here, because as you can see, this is a fairly big area. We also have 2 stars that we should possibly check out, but we're not going to do that now, because what we need to do, I think in the next episode, with all the level 3 ultimates done, we've got Brahms unlocked, we've got Pikes unlocked, we've got Yasuo, Misfortune, as well as most recently Illaoi's unlocked. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on getting the side quest done, the other side quest I should say, which is going to be about the, what is it? No, not this one. There we go. Our legendary weapons side quest, which is Heart of the Goddess, Storm Razor, Ornswill, Abigail's Legacy, Dust Blade of Drekthar, etc., etc., etc. So I'm not sure which one is going to be easy to solve, because we have, it's rather mixed up. We have some of the stuff, and we have some stuff, and we do not have some stuff. So we need to go ahead and work on gathering them all. But leave that part for me. I think we'll do more research moving forward, because I think this is a more better approach, and that way we don't I don't waste your time, and I'm not wasting mine as well, and we just zoom in and cut to the chase. Essentially, we just deal with what we need to deal with, so we don't do all the unnecessary stuff along the way. Okay, so I think that's what we'll do, and with no particular preference, I think what I like to focus on is possibly maybe the Heart of the Goddess, or possibly the Storm Razor. The first two, the first 2 legendary weapon quests here, which I believe the first one is for Illaoi and the second one is for Yasuo. So yeah, we'll see how we deal with it. Like I said, I'll do my research. I think what we'll do is maybe we'll just try to grab all the all the mandatory items, the required items here in Bilgewater, and then we will move on back to the Shadow Isles, and we'll grab the items that are in that particular area. So yeah, leave that part for me. I will come back to you with a game plan in the next episode, but for now we're gonna end the video here because we are running out of time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Ruin King, and if you did, consider liking this video as well as subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate your support here, but most importantly, it is so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads to single player playthroughs or content just like this one. And with that being said, this is Keflo signing off. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hopefully I catch you all in the next episode. Goodbye.